Game to start with Dan Hamhuis. They've taken a seat. Alex Edler is out with Chris Tanev as Ryan Getzlaf brings the puck through center. Feeds on to the left wing. Hampus Lindholm puts one on goal. Getzlaf got a piece of it. Stop. Now Perry with a shot, and that sails out of play. Perhaps controlling off the draw. Here's Getzlaf. Patrick Maroon leads for Getzlaf. Rink wide. Fowler across. Maroon, and I think Miller got his toe on that one. Burrow's able to tip the puck, and he sends the puck down. Here's Vatanen. Had a power play goal against the Canucks earlier in the season, right off a face-off win by Ryan Kesler. Ducks set it up at the side, and a wrister off the blocker as Kyle Palmieri tested Ryan Miller. And boards. Nobody can find it momentarily. Dan Hamhuis first to it off the glass, past Fowler, and here comes Matthias with Hansen in the middle. Sean Matthias towards the goal, cuts in front with a low shot, and a right pad save by Anderson. Ducks break back. It's a trade battle in the face-off here. Bonino against Kesler, and Ryan Kesler wins cleanly back to Francois Beauchamp. Palmieri with a shot, and that's stopped by Miller. But rink wide, Daniel through center. Slows and leaves for Vrbata, looking in front. Vrbata centers for Hendrick off his skate, and stopped by Anderson on the goal line. Here's Vrbata from behind the goal. Clear at the left point to the high slot. Pass was knocked away from Radim Vrbata, but the Canucks regain control. Daniel Sedin at the side trying to send one in front, and that's grabbed and held by Anderson for the whistle. Here's a chance for Cogliano to break down the right wing. Silverberg's in the middle as Cogliano's go with a shot blocker saved by Miller. Silverberg trying to steal the puck back. Here's Cogliano in front. He digs, stopped by Miller on the doorstep. Short-handed chance for Andrew Cogliano. He had a couple, and he was foiled twice. Canucks the other way. Higgins tried a drop pass, broken up by Kesler, but the Canucks get the puck back. Lyndon Bay to Bonino. Nice move. Wrist shot. Stop, and the rebound comes to Kesler. Was able to clear it down the ice. Puck in, but Kesler brings it up. Steps around Higgins. Finds Lindholm, who defers to Bolesky. Long shot. Scores! Off the glove of Miller and in, who looks skyward after whiffing on that one, and it's 1-0 Anaheim.
Watch this puck. Just as he goes to hit it, look at it dancing, and it takes off, and Ryan Miller gets a piece of it, but not enough.
Back for Frank Corrado, rolling puck. He sends it around for Radim Vrbata. Vatanen trying to check in. Raquel comes back for the puck. Canucks get it back. Henrik Sedin to Daniel Sedin. He shoots, and a glove saved by Anderson. Had to pick that one out through traffic. Games on home ice. But needing to make this a tougher place to play for the opposition. Here's Zach Kassian. Shades left. Passes back. Hamhuis with a shot. Anderson the save, and the Ducks get the puck ahead out of the reach. Touch to the corner. Bangs his way in front with a backhander stopped by Anderson. Canucks keep control of the puck. Edler. Wrist one towards the goal. It's up into the air. Glove down by Matthias. He makes a move in the back. He puts one to the crease. There'll be a penalty. Play continues. Here's Kassian. Trying to walk the line. Scott Sherry, the linesman, says he held the puck. Kassian again slams one on goal. A knuckleball knocked down by Anderson, and that'll do it. Certainly Dorsett was unawares inside the blue line, and he was stopped cold in his tracks. Here's a chance for Kassian to break through center. Trying to go wide on Lindholm. Kassian to the net with a one-hander off the side of the goal.
And an extra two.
The only two, and it's for roughing, and the Ducks are on the power play. At the point is Vatanen with a drive, and that never got through. Mark Hamhuis takes Kesler down. Ducks come up with the puck. Lindholm to the side. Raquel with a shot, stopped by Miller. And the rebound onto the stick of Sean Matthias. Hansen wants the pass. Their delayed call as Hansen to the side of the net knocked Anderson down. Ducks still have the puck. Palmieri's in with a wrist shot. Scores! Kyle Palmieri on the delayed penalty call. It's a power play goal, and the Ducks lead 2-0.
Not many players from Denmark in the National Hockey League, but Frederik Andersen is. Jannik Hansen is. And Hansen gives Anderson the push. And you can see Lindholm looks at the referee. Delayed call. And the long shot. And again, Ryan Miller looks skyward as this one just squeaks through.
So there's a chance for Perry. He couldn't jam it home. Golden opportunity there to make it 3-0. But the Canucks break out with the Sedin short-handed. Daniel down the left with a shot stopped by Anderson. Tim throws a hit on Lindholm in front of the Vancouver bench. So it would appear Bonino plays where Vey was, and he's into the wrist off the post. Little line, and Bonino came close there, beating Anderson, but not the net. Now a shot at the other end. It's handled by Miller, who juggled the puck for a moment, but able to get his mitt on net, and the pass attempt came too late. Getzlaf gets the puck to Boschman. He has room to skate. Here's Getzlaf. Slows, finds Maroon. In on goal to the backhand. Couldn't get it by Ryan Miller. 5.5 to go in period number 2. And there's some nifty stick work from Zach Kassian. Bonino picks up the puck. In on goal, centers Kassian. Couldn't put it home. After doing a little hacky sack stick work through the neutral zone, trying to find Tanev. That was intercepted by Bork. Makes the play for Kessler. Ducks changing as Kessler sends one across. Palmieri with a shot, fought off by Miller. Henrik centers for Hansen. Puck comes back to Weber. Left point, Spiza. Tried to send one across. Puck deflects to Weber. Long wrist shot. That was blocked by Fowler. Spiza gambles and holds the puck in as he rolls over Silverberg. And the Ducks break through center. Here's Fowler over the Vancouver line. Cam Fowler in front. Tip just wide by Perry, who snuck in off the right wing, and a late chance by Anaheim. And Palmieri from Raquel, the scoring play on the 2-0 goal in the second. Here's Vrbata in with a shot. Stick save by Anderson. Ducks clear. Slap working on Tanev. Around the boards for Perry. In front off a skate, and Miller with the trailing leg, I think, made the stop. Here's Burrows. Maroon missed that puck. Raquel is on the ice. Ricard Raquel stops in the corner. Leaves there for Perry, who comes in front with a shot. Blocked, rebound, glove saved by Miller. As Raquel followed up the original chance and got a shot on goal. Ducks with a chance to break out. Raquel with Cogliano. Ricard Raquel drags to the middle of the wrist shot. Miller moving to his right, able to make the save. Thompson to clear. And on the fourth try, he gets the puck out. Here's Palmieri. Working on Corrado, who gives him a bump in the corner. Bolesky's onto the puck, sends it to the crease, knocked away by Miller. Here's a giveaway. Perry on the left wing, Getzlaf. Tried to center for Perry. Now the puck is in the crease, and Maroon couldn't put it home. The league in that category. Raquel is in with a wrist shot. Scores! Over the right shoulder of Ryan Miller. And the Ducks lead 3-0.
Well, this one is off Frankie Corrado's stick. Ryan Miller is not looking skyward on this one. He's not looking at his glove. Frankie Corrado's coming back, and it's off his stick, and that's up and over the shoulder of Ryan Miller. Not much chance on that one. And you can see Frank Corrado, after he gets it, he's just hoping that he's tipped it up and over the net. But instead, it's right underneath the bar.
Stoner and Vatanen the assists on the Raquel tally. Ducks have the puck in the Vancouver zone again. Long shot by Lindholm into the glove of Ryan Miller. Corrado with a shot off the stick of Anderson, and he steers that puck over the corner glass for a whistle. He had the closing chance off the skate of Henriksen. I'll go with that one. Here's Hansen with a shot, and a glove save by Anderson. Best Canucks chance, I still think, was the post. Stoner up ahead, puck tipped to center. Raquel neatly played that out of the air. It's Nate Thompson who moves in with a shot, and saved by Ryan Miller. Thompson trying to take him off the puck in the corner. Now it's behind the net to Kassian. Tanev's moved in deep, man. Anderson kept the bottom half of the net covered there to make that save. And Kassian overskating the puck. Maroon scores. Patrick Maroon has had a few chances. That one he didn't miss, and it's 4-0 Ducks.
This line has been good all night long. You talked about the chances Patrick Maroon's had. Corey Perry's had a couple, Ryan Getzlaf, and this one, Zach Kassian takes a look down ice.
And that'll be the last one he has to face as Frederik Andersen records his third shutout of the season. 17 saves at Rogers Arena as the Ducks blank the Canucks 4-0.